Welcome to my channel for comprehensive tutorials on fundamental principles to complex problems. I'll cover it all. Feel free to share, subscribe for more contents. Thank you. Hello everyone. Exercise 7 is done in the previous video. This is exercise 8 that you can find on page 63 if you have a textbook with you. And in case if you do not have this book with you, I can provide you a PDF of this book on the number provided. This exercise is a bit different from exercise 7, as you know very well. In exercise 7 it was evaluate the questions, but in here not only evaluation will be done, first simplification or making a formula is going to be done. Now first of all, I will be evaluating by providing the values given by two different methods. First is to simplify and then put the values, and second option is to go for substituting the value directly. Now a is a 4, and in the bracket we have -2, which is b, and plus minus c minus 3 is the value of c. So I'll be doing this way. Now -2 minus 3 is going to give us a -5, and -5 multiplied by 4 is going to give you a -20. Now in here the value of a is 4, so 4 is going to be a 4 square. B value is -2 minus the value of c, which is -3. So I'll solving this way. 4 square is going to give you a 16, and -2 +3 is going to give you a +1. That means 16 is the answer for this question. Now this one I'm doing a different way. First I'm simplifying 2ac minus 2c square. So first I'm multiplying 2c with a, and next I'm multiplying 2c with -c. So simplification gives you 2ac minus 2c square. Now I'm evaluating by putting the values. 2 times a is a 4 and c is a -3. Negative 2 times c value is -3, so it's going to give you a square. So now evaluating, the 2 times 4 is going to give you 8 minus 3 minus 2, and this is going to give you a +9. So this is going to give you -24 and -18, and -24 and -18 is going to give you -42 is going to be the answer for this question. Now for question number 4, it's going to be, I'm solving the previous way. Now this one is going to give you 2ab square plus 3b square c. Always remember we write these variables in terms of alphabetical orders. So in I can write b square a also instead, but I'm going for alphabetical order. So 2 times a value is 4 and b value is -2, which is a square again, plus 3 times b value is -2, which is a square, and c is a -3. So first I'm simplifying and then evaluating by putting the values. 2 times 4 gives you an 8. -2 square is going to give you a 4, plus 3 times -2 square is going to give you a 4 again, and multiplied by -3. So this 8 times 4 is going to give you a 32, plus 3 times 4 is a 12, multiplied by -3. So 32 plus 36 minus 36 instead. Minus 36 is going to give you a -4 as an answer. Now comes question number 5. I should little move this guy a little. I will place this question a little later. Now comes question number 5. So I am going to write b c square. I should write c square b, but in terms of alphabetical order, I will place it to a c square. So that means the value of b is a negative 2, multiply by the value of c, which is a negative 3 square minus 2, a is a 4, and c value is negative 3, which is going to be a square. So minus 2 multiplied by a 9 minus 2 times 4 is going to give you an 8, and minus 3 square is going to give you a 9. So it's going to give you minus 18 and minus 72. So this is going to give you minus 90 as an answer. For question number 6, I am going to place these two guys a little up here. Question number 6 comes here, and then comes question number 7. Now, I'm placing the values directly this time. 2 times a is a 4, which is a square, and in the bracket we have the value of b, which is negative 2, and negative 2 plus the value of c is negative 3, negative 3, something like this. Now 2 times 16, and in the bracket minus 2 minus 3 is going to give you a minus 5. So 2 times 16 is going to give you a 32, multiplied by a negative 5 is going to give you, for question number 6, it's going to be minus 160. Minus 160 is going to be your answer. Moving on to the next question, which is question number 7. I should move this guy a little down here, up here. And question number 8 and 9 are going to be placing here. Now, 2 times the value of a is a 4, plus value of b is a negative 2, plus c value is negative 3. So it's going to be 2 times 4 minus 2 minus 3 is going to give you a 2. 4 minus 5. So 2 minus 1 and negative 2 is going to be your final answer. Now in this question also, I'll be putting the values directly. Now this gives us a 3, c value is negative 3, and within the bracket a value is a 4, and negative b value is negative 2, and negative c value is negative 3 within the whole bracket. So this gives you a negative 9. This gives us 4 plus 2 and plus 3, because negative, this negative and negative makes a positive. So we will have 4 plus 2 is 6 and 9. That means minus 81 is going to be your final answer for question number 9. When it comes to question number 9, I'll be using the same method by putting the values. B value is negative square, so negative 2 is going to be a square, plus 2 times b is again negative 2, and plus a value is a 4. This is going to give us a 4 minus 4 and plus 4. So plus 4 and minus 4 is going to be cancelled. So plus 4 is going to be your final answer for this question. Moving on to question number 10. C value is negative 3, which is a square. Negative 3 times c again negative 3, and plus a value is a 4. So this is going to give us a positive 9, and this gives us a positive 9 once again, and plus 4. So plus 22 is going to be your final answer for question number 10. Now comes question number 11. It is 2 times b square. That means the value of b is negative 2, which is a square, and 3 times b again, negative 2 without a square. So this will give us a positive 4, plus 3 times 2 is a 6. That means 2 times 4 is a 8, and plus 6 is going to give you a 24 as an answer for question number 11. It is, it's not 28, it is 8 only. 8 plus 6 is going to give you a 14 as an answer. Now this time it's under the root, so I will be making something like this, and a value is a 4, 4 square, plus c is a 9, 9, which is you will be getting by multiplying minus 3 by itself. So this is going to give you a 16 plus positive 9. So this gives us a 16 plus 9 is going to give you a 25. So your final answer is going to be either minus 5 or a plus 5, because 5 times 5 is a 25. Why I'm writing minus 5? Because minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 is going to give you a positive 25, and plus 5 times plus 5 is also going to give you a plus 25. So whenever there is a square root, always remember that you get the values in negative and positive both. Now question number 13 is something like a times b is means 4 times b value is negative 2, plus c value is negative 3, which is a square. So this is going to give you minus 8 and plus 9. So this is going to give you minus 8 plus 9 is going to give you a plus 1. So final answer is going to be minus 1 or plus 1. Both are going to be the expected answer. Now comes question number 14. In question number 14, it says that c value is negative 3. That means it's going to be negative 3 square minus b value is negative 2 square. So this is going to give you a 9 minus 4. That means 9 minus 4 is going to give you a 5, which is going to be your final answer for question number 14. Next comes question number 15. In question 15, you just need to put the values straight. B square is a negative 2, which is square once again. A value is a 4, plus 2 times C is a negative 3, divided by B value is negative 2. So now values are substituted. Now see what you get. 4 over 4 plus minus 6 over 2. That means this is going to be 1. 4 divided by 4 is a 1. Or if we take the LCM, so this is going to be multiplied by 1 to make it a 4, and this is multiplied by minus 2 to make it a positive 4. So we multiply the numerator by 1 and we multiply this by negative 2. So in the numerator, we will get plus 12. That means 16 over 4. So 16 over 4 is going to give you a 4 itself as an answer. Now comes question number 16. In question number 16, it says c square means minus 3 square divided by b is a negative 2, plus 4 times b is a negative 2, and a value is given as a 4. So the numerator is going to give you a 9 minus 2 and plus this is going to be a negative 8 over 4. Same procedure we are going to follow. We are going to make the denominators equal. I need to multiply this by negative 2 to make it a positive 4 and multiply this by 1. So I will multiply the numerator also by the same values. So this is going to give you a negative 18 and it's going to be minus 8. In the denominator, I will have a 4 as an LCM. So this is going to give you 26, negative 26 divided by 4, negative 6 divided by 24 is going to give you negative 6 whole 1 over 2, or you can write 6.5 also. Both are going to be same values. Moving on to question number 17. In here, the values are k equals negative 3 and m equals 1 and n equals minus 3. Starting from question number 17 to 32, these are going to be the values for k, m, and n. So directly substituting the values, so k square equals negative 3 square, and in the bracket you have 2 times 1 minus n is the value of minus 4, something like this. Now this will give you 9, and 2 plus 4 is going to give you a 6. That means 9 times 6 is going to be 54 as an answer. Now comes 5 times m, which is a 1, and under root, and under the root you have k value is negative 3, which is going to be a square, and plus n value is negative 4, which is also a square. That means 5 times 1 is going to give you a 5. 3 square is giving 9, and plus 16 for negative 4 into negative 4. 5 times 25, under root 25 is going to be a 5 multiplied by 5, which is outside. So 25 is going to be your final answer. Moving on to question number 19. It says under root, the value of k is a negative 3, which is multiplied by the value of n, which is negative 4, and then plus 4 times the value of m, which is 1. Now under the root you have plus 12 plus 4, which is going to give you under root 16, and the final answer is going to be negative 4 and positive 4. Why? Because negative 4 times negative 4 is going to give you a positive 16, and plus 4 times plus 4 is also going to give you a 16. So in questions like this where you have under root, you should put a negative 4 and plus 4. Now comes the value of k, which is negative 3, is multiplied by the value of m, which is 1, and the value of n is going to be negative 4. This will be outside the bracket, and inside the bracket you have k, which is negative 3 square, plus m value is 1 square, and plus n value is negative 4 square. So this is going to give you outside the bracket, you will get a plus 12, and inside the bracket you have 9 plus 1 and plus 16, because negative 4 and negative 4 gives you a 16. So 12 times 10 plus 16 is going to give you a 26, and when 20 is multiplied by 12 is multiplied by 26, is going to give you a 312 as an answer. Moving on to the next, the value of k is going to be negative 3 square, value of m is a 1 square, value of m is a 1, minus n value is negative 4, and for this value is going to give you a 9 times 1, and 1 plus 4 is going to give you a 5. So 9 times 5 is going to give you a 45 as an answer. Now comes question number 22. For question number 22, k value is negative 3, which is a square, and minus 3 times k value is negative 3 once again, and plus 4. Let's see. This gives you a 9, and plus 9 plus 4. So 18 plus 4 is going to give you a 22 as an answer. Now comes question number 23. The value of m is a 1, which is a cube, plus m value again, which is a square, n value is negative 4, which is again a square, and negative n, and n negative 4 is going to be the value. So 1 plus 1 and plus 16 and plus minus 4. So this is going to give you 18 minus 4. So 14 is going to be your final answer. 14 is going to be your final answer. Value of k is negative 3, which is a cube, plus 3 times negative 3. This is giving you a negative 27, because minus 3 times minus 3 times minus 3 is going to give you a negative 27. And this gives you minus 9. So minus 9 and minus 27 is going to give you a 36. Negative 36 is going to be your final answer. Now comes question number 25. M value is 1, k is a negative 3 square minus minus 4 square. So that means this gives you a 9 minus plus 16. It's going to give you 9 minus 16 is going to give you a minus 7 as an answer for this question. Next comes 26. M value is 1 only, and then comes under root. K value is a negative 3 minus n value is negative 4. So under root minus 3 plus 4 is going to give you a 1. So your final answer is going to be 1 for question number 26. But since it is under root, so your final answer is going to be minus 1 and a plus 1. Now comes 27. In here, 100 is multiplied by the value of minus 3 square. M value is 1, and 100 is multiplied by 9 plus 1. So 901 is going to be your final answer. Moving on to 28. M value is 1 square, and 2 times k value is negative 3, which is a square, and minus 3 n value is minus 4 square. 1 and 2 multiplied by 9 minus 3, 16. So 2 times 9 is 18, and minus 3 times 16 is going to give you a 48, and 48 minus 18 is going to give you a 30 as an answer for question number 28. It should be a negative 30 instead. Now comes question number 29. 2 times the value of k, which is a negative 3, plus the value of m is a 1, divided by k is a negative 3 once again, and minus n value is negative 4. On the numerator, you'll have a minus 6 plus 1. Denominator will have negative 3 and plus 4. So this gives you negative 5 over 1. So negative 5 over 1 is going to be a negative 5 as an answer. Now comes question number 30. K value is negative 3 multiplied by n value is negative 4 minus k value is negative 3 once again. And in the denominator, you'll have 2 times m value is 1. So on the numerator, you have 12 plus 3 divided by 2. And this gives you 15 over 2, or you can write 7.5 as an answer. You may write 7 whole 1 over 2, or you may write 7.5. Both are going to be acceptable answer. You know very well k is negative 3 plus 2 times m value is 1, 2 times n value is negative 4, k value is negative 3. So this gives you 9 plus 2 over minus 8 and plus 9. So this gives you 11 over 1, which is going to be your final answer. Let's see. Just review this again. Minus k is a minus 3. Let's see. K is a minus 3. Yes. K is a minus 3. This gives us minus 9 here. So this gives us minus 7 over 1. And let's see where the mistake is for 31. No mistake found, and minus 7 is your final answer. Moving on to 32, k is a negative 3, plus m is a 1, and plus n is a negative 4, divided by k value is negative 3, which is a square, plus m value is 1, which is again a square, and plus negative 4 square. So this gives you a negative 3 plus 1 and minus 4 divided by, this gives you a 9 plus 1 and plus 16. So this gives you negative 4. So 1 minus 7 over 26. So your final answer for question number 32 is going to be, is it 7 over 26? Or let's see. But it's going to be in negative. It's going to be negative, and 1 minus 7. Finally, should be 6. Yes. 6 over 26 is going to give you minus 3 over 13. Moving on to question number 32, which is a bit different in a way that the values are different for the variables. It's over here 32 and comes 33. Now in this question, the values of w, x, y, and z, there are 4 variables in which values are to be kept. Sometime I might use negative 0.5 for negative 1 over 2. So it's going to be same thing. Now w has a negative 2 divided by z has negative 0.5 and plus the value of x, which is 3. So when negative 2 is divided by negative 0.5 is going to give you a positive, and 2 divided by 0.5 is going to give you 4. So 4 plus 3 is going to give you 7. Now question number 33 has 7 as an answer. Now w is in question number 34. W is negative 2 plus the value of x is a 3 divided by z, which is a negative 0.5. So negative 3 plus 3 is going to give you a 1, negative 1 in fact, divided by negative 5. So 1 is divided by 0.5 is going to give you a 2. So positive 2 is going to be your answer. Now, the value of y is going to be a 0, which is going to be multiplied by the value of x, which is 3, plus z is negative 0.5. Ultimately, once you multiply anything by 0, you should get a 0. But still, this working is to be seen on the paper once you're doing. So 0 and 3, negative 0.5 divided by minus 2, and 0 is multiplied by 3 minus 0.5 is going to give you a 2.5 divided by minus 2. So 2.5 when divided by minus 2 is going to give you a negative 1.25, which is multiplied by 0 to give you a 0 as an answer. This working uh, should be seen when you are doing this question in the exam or the test paper. Now again here the value of x is a 3, which is a square, and inside the bracket the value of z is a negative 0.5. I should write here negative 0.5 plus w has a value of negative 2 and y has a value of 0. So this 3 square is going to give you a 9 minus 0.5 and plus minus 2 times 0 is a 0. So 9 times 0.5 is going to give you, in calculation, 4.5 negative. For the value of x in question number 37 is going to be 3, and here it's going to be 3 inside the bracket, plus w is a negative 2 multiplied by negative 0.5, and 3 outside, and under the radical it's going to be 3 plus 2 times half is a 1, and 3 will be outside, and inside the bracket it's going to be 4. That means I can write this as 4 times 3 times 3. Now this is going to give us a 4 times 9, which is going to be 36. 36, and answer for this one is going to be plus 6 and minus 6. Moving on to question number 38. This is the value of w is negative 2. Negative 2 will be outside with the square on it, and under the root this is z, which is 0. 0.5, negative 0.5 rather, negative 0.5 multiplied by itself, plus the value of y is a 0 square, and this is going to give you a plus 4. Under the radical it's going to be 0. 0.5 multiplied by 0. 0.5 is going to give you a plus 0.25 plus 0, and this is going to give you 0.25 times 4 times 4. So this is going to give you, this I should erase from here because this 4 has gone inside, and this is going to be 16. 0.5 0.25 times 16 is going to give you 0.25 times 16 is going to give you a 4, which is negative 2 or positive 2 is the right answer for this question. Moving on to question number 39. 2 and the value of w is negative 2 multiplied by itself. The value of x is a 3 multiplied by itself, and plus uh, y is a 0, 0 square. So 2 multiplied by 4 plus 9 plus 0 is going to give you 4 times 9 plus 4 is going to be a 13. So 2 times 13 is going to give you a 26 as an answer. For question number 40, it is 2 times w, 2 times x is a 3, and then inside the bracket you have negative 2 minus 0.5. So this is going to give you 6, negative 2, positive 0.5. So 6, negative 1.5, and 6 times negative 1.5 is going to give you a 9. 6 times 1.5 is going to give you a 9. 9, negative 9 is going to be your final answer. Now z is a negative 0.5 divided by w, value is negative 2, plus the value of x is a 3. So negative negative is going to be positive, and zero point 0.5 when divided by 2 is going to give you 0.25, positive plus 3, so 3.25 is going to be your answer for question number 41. Or you can say 3 whole 1 over 4, both are same. Now comes question number 42, and here z value is negative 0.5 plus w is a negative 2, and the value of x given as x is 3. That means negative 0.5 negative 2 divided by a 3. So this is going to give you negative 2.5 when divided by 3 is going to give you 2.5 divided by 3 is going to give you 0.83, so negative 0.83, or in other words you can say for question number 42 is going to be negative 5 over 6, negative 5 over 6. Now comes question number 43. In question number 43, x value is a 3 plus w value is a negative 2 when divided by z value is negative 0.5, and this has to be a square. So this is going to give you 3 minus 2, and this is going to give you 0.25 positive. So this is 1 divided by 0.25 is going to give you 1 divided by 0.25 is going to give you a 4. For question number 43, your answer is a 4. Question number 44, y is equal to a 0 square minus w is a negative 2 square divided by x is a 3 multiplied by z is negative 0.5. Now it's going to be a positive 4 on top, minus 2 square is going to be a positive 4. Now 3 times zero point 0.5, 3 times zero point 0.5 is going to give you 1.5, negative 1.5. So 4 divided by 1.5 is going to be giving you 2.66, negative 2.66. You can write, or you can write 2 whole 2 over 3. Or there is another way of simplification. 4 is divided by 1.5 means 3 over 2. So 4 times 2 over 3. So it's going to give you 8 over 3, which is equals to 2.66. So when 8 is divided by 3, is going to give you the same as 2.66. Both are the ways, any way you feel like it's going to be helping you. Now question number 45 says that z value is 0.5 square, negative 0.5 square plus 4 times z is again negative 0.5 plus 5. So negative 0.5 multiplied by itself is going to give you 0.25, and minus 4 times half is going to be a 2, and plus 5. So 5.25 minus 2 is going to give you 3.25 as a final answer for question number 45. When 1 is divided by negative 2 plus 1 over z value is negative 0.5 plus 1 over 3. So when 1 is divided by negative 2, it's going to give you a negative 0.5. When 1 is divided by negative 0.5, it's going to give you a negative 2 and 1 over 3. So this is going to be negative 2.5 plus 1 over 3 is going to give you negative 2.5, negative 2.5 plus 1 over 3 is going to give you negative 2.16 as an answer for this question. Next comes question number 47. 4 is divided by the value z is negative 0.5 and plus 10 divided by negative 2. So when 4 is divided by a negative 0.5 is going to give you a negative 8 plus it's going to be a minus 5. So negative 13 is going to be your answer. When it comes to y is a 0 and the z value is negative 0.5 minus x value is a 3 and w value is negative 2, and the whole thing is divided by x value is a 3 multiplied by z value is negative 0.5 and minus w value is negative 2. Now first value is going to give you a 0 and plus 6 and in here you have 3.3 times zero point 0.5. 3 times zero point 0.5 is going to give you a 1.5, negative 1.5, and this is going to give you a plus 2. So this is going to be 6 when 1.5 is subtracted from 2 is going to give you a zero point 0.5. So when 6 is divided by zero point 0.5 is going to give you a 12 as an answer. For question number 49, it says to need to find the value of k when all the values of a, b, and c is given. A is 3, b is negative 2, and c is negative 1. We are just plotting the values. Like a is a 3, that means 3 square, plus b is a negative 2, which is also a square, plus c value is negative 1, also a square, minus 2 times c value is negative 1. The whole thing is going to be a numerator. As a denominator, a square is going to be negative 2 square, plus b is, a is a 3 actually, 3 square, and plus b value is negative 2 square, plus 4 times c is a negative 1. Now we are going to simplify this. So under the root, it's going to be 9, and plus is going to be a 4, and then plus 1, and minus 2 and minus 1 is going to give you a positive 2. As a denominator, we'll have a 9, and plus minus 2 times minus 2 is going to give you a 4 positive, and minus plus 4 and minus 1 is going to give you a minus 4. Simplifying further, this is going to give you 9 plus 4, 9 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2, and as a denominator it's going to give you 9 plus 4 minus 4. So plus 4 and minus 4 is going to be cancelled, and 9 plus 1 is 10, 14, 16. 16 divided by 9. So under root 16 divided by 9 is going to give you something like 4 over 3. When taking a root, so it's going to give you 4 times 4 is 16, and 3 times 3 is a 9. So 4 over 3 is going to be your answer for question number 49. Moving on to the last question of this exercise. This question I will be doing using the fractions itself instead of decimals. I have already explained you how to solve these questions as decimals. Now this time for question number 50, I am going to do this one as fractions. Now I'll be doing this in segments and pieces. First of all, I'll find out the value of kmn. Then I'll find out the value of k plus m plus n. And then I will find out the value of k plus m. And then I will find out the value of knn, and then later I'll in the last stage I'll be dividing the numerator with the denominator. Let's see how it begins. Now I'm finding out the value of kmn first. So when k multiplied by m multiplied by n is going to be giving us 1 over 2 multiplied by negative 1 over 3, and multiplied by 1 over 4. Now this kmn will be kept separate. Okay. Now this gives you negative 1 over 24. 1 over 24 is the value of kmn. Keep this in mind. Now I'm doing k plus m plus n. Now how to do this? For this I will be using 1 over 2 plus, uh, actually minus instead, 1 over 3, and I'll be adding n value is 1 over 4. For a particular reason I'm writing this once again with a little bigger line to make you understand how do we add these fractions. Now this is the one, and I'm changing the pen color. Now the LCM of 2, 3, and 4 is a 12. So 2 times 6 is a 12, 3 times 4 is a 12, and 4 times 3 is a 12. Now I'll multiply the numerator by the same number to make the denominators equal. Now this gives you 6 over 12 minus 4 over 12 and plus 3 over 12. Now you can see the denominators are equal, and I will write this denominator only at once. Now 6 minus 4 plus 3 is going to give me 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 over 12. So this is going to give me 5 over 12. This 5 over 12 is the value of k plus m plus n. Now keep this in mind. Now I need to multiply these two values. I need to multiply the value of kmn with the value of k plus m plus n. So the value of mn is negative 1 over 24 is going to be multiplied by 5 over 12, which is the value of k plus m plus n. And denominators I'll be doing later. So when I multiply this, I get minus 5 over 12 times 24 is going to give us 12 times 24 is going to give us 288. Now keep this in mind. This is the numerator of the question given. This is the value of kmn multiplied by k plus m plus n. And this is a numerator part. Now I'm going for a denominator part. Now denominator is k plus m and the value of k plus n. K plus n. Now I'll be adding these two. So k value is 1 over 2, 1 over 2 plus the value of m is negative 1 over 3. I'm writing negative 1 over 3 like this. Putting this in the bracket, the value of k once again is 1 over 2 and added to the value of n, which is 1 over 4. So now I'm solving this part separately. That means I'm doing the same thing once again. I'm writing this 1 over 2 with a little bigger line, something like this. 1 over 2 minus 1 over 3, something like this, in the bracket itself, and 1 over 2 little bigger line and plus 1 over 4 with a bigger line. Now I need to make the denominators equal. So 2 times 3 is a 6 and 3 times 2 is also a 6. 2 times 2 is a 4 and 4 times 1 is a 4 to make the denominators equal. Multiply this one by the same number, multiply this also by same number, multiplying this by 2 and multiplying this by 1. So I will get ultimately 3 over 6 minus 2 over 6 within the bracket, and this is going to give us 2 over 2 plus 1 over 4. Now this is the value of denominator, mind it. I will write it 6 once only. 3 minus 2 multiplied by 2 plus 1 over 4. This is a 4 actually. Now this 3 minus 2 is a 1 over 6 multiplied by 3 over 4. So this is going to give us a 3 over 24. Okay, and you can simplify this. 1 over 8 also can be written. 3 times 1 is a 3 and 3 times 8 is 24. So this is the denominator part. Now we need to minus 5 over 288 is divided by the denominator value, which is 1 over 8. So when it comes like this, so minus 5 over 288 is multiplied by 8 over 1. And when 288 is divided by 8 is going to give you a 36. So 5 over 36 is going to be your final answer of question number 50. This is the answer for question number 50. And just for your information, all the answers of this exercise are over here. You can see, you can pause the video and see all the answers which are matching that we have done for this whole exercise 8. Thank you very much for watching. You can pause this or you take in a screenshot and match the answers that we have got. Next video is going to be about exercise 8. Exercise 9 is going to be a bit different from what we have done so far. Thank you very much for watching. Please do share. Kindly do comment on the videos that I'm making to support me. Make sure to share and subscribe with this channel to get more content like this. Thank you once again.